Every year, there tends to be a lot of confusion surrounding individual Medicare and questions about open enrollment. Here to offer some financial freedom and answer your Medicare questions, we welcome Ben Lausch with Members First. There is so much confusion. I mean, this is going to be such a loaded question, but what should we know about this year?
Well, as far as governmental Medicare, there aren't major changes, but the plan that you pick to go along with Medicare, that could have different premiums, it could have different benefits. Even the doctors and hospitals that participate with a particular plan also might be changing.
It does seem so complicated. I mean, does it just seem so complicated, or is it so complicated?
It is complicated. It really is. It is something that people need to take a look at every year, and it's definitely confusing for the average person.
If someone's looking to change their plan, or sometimes they're not even looking to change their plan, they want to continue the same thing, but that plan has changed, what are some of the pitfalls to avoid?
What I find is people will maybe verify that their family doctor is participating with a new plan they're considering changing to, but they forget to check the specialists. The other thing is they assume their medication costs are going to be similar with a new plan, and it could vary wildly, and they could accidentally end up paying a lot more for their medications.
Do you know how many choices there are for these individual plans? I mean, can you
it's probably close to about 100 when you really add everything together.
Do you advise people not to do this on their own, to seek some advice here?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that you couldn't do it on your own, but I think you're more likely to make a mistake. When you work with a qualified professional, we can make sure your doctors are participating. We can look up your prescriptions on a plan's formulary and be able to tell you exactly what your medication costs are going to be, so you don't get any nasty surprises.
This is so interesting. You talk about, we do this, we do this. You're a credit union. This doesn't seem like something that a credit union would do.
Well, Members First Federal Credit Union has a partnership with Members First Insurance Services.
Oh, okay.
So we actually act as an insurance agency as well.
Oh, that is terrific. So is that what you think makes Members First unique?
Definitely. They're really a lot more than just banking. They really provide a lot of services that go way beyond just a savings and checking account.
So somebody that comes in and is curious about this, even if they're not a Members First member, are they able to talk with you about it?
They can. We would love if they were a member, or maybe would consider joining as a member, but we can work with them even if they're not.
Why do you do that? Why do you work with people who don't even have their money
in
your credit union?
Again, we're hoping maybe they'll join.
Yeah. Well, it's a wonderful service because, again, can be so confusing. You and I were saying it's just so overly complicated. Somebody needs to reform this. That's what they need to do. Thank you so much for helping our audience with this financial freedom today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.